State your name.
Casey Ingraham.
Okay. And are you a Concord resident?
I am.
And how long have you lived here?
I have lived in Concord for about 4 years right now.
Okay. And when and where were you born?
I was born in Loudon, New Hampshire, and I was born in 2002.
Okay. And what was it? Where'd you grow up first?
I grew up in Loudon, which is a very small town, and I had to drive into Concord every week to go do like grocery shopping and go do my activities like soccer and dance. But it was really small, not a lot of diversity, nothing like Concord, but just a lot of a small hometown feeling.
Yeah. Okay. So do you know where your mom's family is from?
Canada.
Canada?
Yep.
Where in Canada?
I'm not sure, but all I know is that the reason I would have been born in Canada, but my grandfather, right before my mom was born, he said, we're going to drive and wherever we end is where we're going to live. And they ended up in Pembroke, New Hampshire, and then right before I was born, they moved down to Loudon.
That's so cool. Like the fact that he just said that and like picked up and said that. That's amazing. And do you know where your dad's family is from?
I honestly think, like, my grandparents, I know they grew up in Nashua, New Hampshire, but I know, like, a little bit further back, it's, like, European kind of things going on.
So, for your ethnicity, do you think it's, like, mainly European?
Yeah, I'd say Irish.
Yeah. So, have you ever been to Ireland?
No.
No, do you want to go there at some point?
Yeah, I think,
Wow. Okay.
Once I'm doing the ancestry thing soon because I asked for my birthday, ironically.
Oh.
But whenever I find out that, I kind of want to look further into like whatever I'm closest to and see if I can ever travel down there or something.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Getting exposed to that culture and everything would be amazing. So do you know, you said that your grandfather's driving all the way down here. That's kind of what brought you to New Hampshire. Do you know why your parents moved to Concord specifically?
I think it was because of the opportunities, because Loudon just is a very small place, and when I was 10, my mom was going back to get her bachelor's degree, because she had to leave because she had my brother, and then my sister came, and then I came,
Yeah.
so it's like she didn't have time for college, but I think moving here, she works like right there in that building, and my stepdad now is the chief of the fire department, and it just there's so many more opportunities here in Concord, and because it's so much bigger, and there's like no jobs in Loudon. If you want to be like a librarian or something, like, that's the place to go. But like you could be anything in Concord, I guess.
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like it's so different to hear like the different sides.
Right.
Yeah. And so you don't have kids, so I'm gonna skip it.
Nope.
Has living in Concord been different than you expected? Has anything surprised you about Concord, or has it been like pretty predictable for you?
I think the only thing that was took a lot of getting used to was everyone still knows who you are. I remember back in Loudon, obviously you knew everyone. It was like a population of like 5,000, but in Concord it's so much bigger. I was like, okay, no one's like gonna know who I am, but like after living here, I could walk up to somebody and be like, oh, I've seen them before, I know who they are, and like that was the only surprising thing to me.
Yeah, it was like a small town community and kind of a big city.
It was it was more of a community than I thought it would be.
Yeah, and so what does the word family mean to you?
Family. Well, I think I would define it as just people who will stay with you through thick and thin, I guess, and no matter like I feel like family, they're the people that will stay with you and they love you unconditionally, and like I think obviously all of us have gotten in arguments with like our parents or our siblings, but after you laugh it off and you just like say I love you, and it's just things like those people like you're related, like genetically you're like bounded to be together. I think that's what connects them. Yeah, totally. I completely agree. And what is your definition of happiness? Happiness. I think I define happiness as what other people are, or what you're giving to other people, and what other people are giving back to you because of that. Because, like the saying, like what you get is what you get, and like or what you give is what you get. I feel like if you're giving your best attitude, your best foot forward, so will others. And I think happiness comes from what you're willing to give and the love that everyone has together. Because I feel like y'all gotta work in harmony if you want to be happy. You can't have two people fighting over one thing. You're not going to be happy about it.
Yeah, I love that idea of, like, you know, giving it to someone and that's the only way
Right.
you get it in return. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So these are your last two questions. What's your greatest fear?
Do you mean like literally or like
You
a
can-
figurative thing?
You can go both.
All right. Well, I think literally I'm scared of ostriches.
That is going to be
No,
the
they're
most...
actually so scary.
That's going to be the most interesting answer I've gotten. I've gotten, like, needles and spiders. Ostriches is definitely not what I've gotten today.
Or, like, even the dark still. Like, even as a child, I was so scared of the dark. And, like,
Yeah.
I'll admit it, even now, like, sometimes I'll have to, like, open my bedroom door to, like, see the bathroom light a little bit just to be like, okay. But, like, that's not a weird fear that much as ostriches. I mean,
No, the ostrich is interesting. I'm looking for interesting today. Okay, and your greatest hope?
my greatest hope. I'd say that my greatest hope is that I matter by the time I'm retired and I'm doing whatever I've done. I hope that I would have done something that changed at least one person's life.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. That's all the interview is.